we're going to move on to our next topic now, and that's time travel. And we really want to get this in tonight because you're in a place now where you can begin to effectively use the tools we're going to give you. We often see all of you reflecting back. We're going to talk about just this incarnation right now. We often see, but you can apply this to every incarnation you've ever had. We're going to specifically ask you to focus on this lifetime right now. So we see all of you, occasionally, some of you often, reflecting on your past in this lifetime. Reflecting, in fact, on specific moments in your past where you feel like you made a mistake or you made an error, whether that be an error in judgment, whether that be a wrong step, whether that be saying no to something you wish you would have said yes to, or vice versa, and on and on and on. You all have these moments in your history, and you view them from this moment as mistakes, as errors, and some of you spend a lot of time in your mental body traveling back there, judging that version of yourself, trying to get that version of you to change their mind. And as you do that, it's like tracing over a drawing that already exists. You simply imprint the experience more and more fully into your consciousness, the experience of the past that you're standing in judgment about. All right? You understand that? We'll repeat it. As you go back in time and you try to tell that younger version of yourself to do it differently, all you're doing there is reinforcing the thing you think it is you did wrong in the first place. Take a breath, all of you. Now, the other thing we see you doing is we see you in your fantasies going back and trying to recreate a different past for yourself. So we see you moving back in time, imagining that you actually did say yes to the thing you said no to, and then creating a whole fantasy based on that yes moment, and all that does is disassociate you from your current reality. Take a breath. Takes you up and out of your body. So the arguing with the younger version of yourself reinforces what you perceive to be the wrong decision. The fantasy takes you up and out of your body where you can do absolutely nothing about any of it. And again, breathe. And remember that Yeshua is bringing their frequency in now as well, a bit more strongly, as we see you all exploring this part of your process. So there's another way to go about this experience. There's another way to deal with these past moments of yourselves, these past versions of you that really aren't past at all, that are existing concurrently with this version of you right now. Take a breath as you feel that, as you feel this version that you perceive to be so much younger, the version of you that you perceive to be existing so far ago, so long ago, actually existing right now. So the best way for you to deal with those past versions of yourselves is to first understand that they are perfect. You were perfect, exactly as you were in that moment, no matter what it is you decided to do. And this is going to be a big job for some of you because we really see you holding these moments, freezing these moments in time and space as very significant. And we see you saying to yourselves, if only I would have, fill in the blank, I'd be on a completely different timeline. And while that may be true, doesn't mean you'd be learning any lessons any differently. Events may be a bit different. Circumstances may have shifted. But you would still be working through the same issues you're working through right in this moment. We really want you all to fully understand that and acknowledge that, because we see that so many of you feel behind. And you think you're behind because you think if you just would have done that thing you should have done but were too afraid to do when you were younger, that you would be in that much better place right now. And we want you to cancel that program. We want you to pull the plug on that broken record. Take a breath. And really feel the transmission of energy that's coming through right now as you all process this piece. Because you're all fragmented here. So we're talking about pieces of you frozen in these moments in time because the current version of you has such a judgment about the actions you took or didn't take at that moment that you're freezing pieces of yourself in other moments in time. So right now in this moment, we want you to travel back to that younger version of you. Take a breath and simply fly back there. Feel your consciousness land next to this younger version of you. And we want you to recognize right now that the feeling you were holding in that moment was fear. There may have been other emotions there as well, but the underlying feeling was fear. And the fear was there for a reason. The fear was there because of trauma, loss. And we want this version of you to really take a breath and as you exhale, we want you to reach out to this younger version of yourself. We want you to put your arms around this version of yourself. Hold this version of yourself and send unconditional love to this you. And that's it. There's no need to fix the mistake because there never was a mistake. There was simply you afraid. And all of you are dealing with fear in this incarnation. All of you. And as you clear the fears that existed in you, in the other aspects of yourselves, in your past, you then begin to clear any and all fear you're holding right now, in this present moment as well. So we want you to take this with you now, this exercise with you. And what you're going to find happening is you're going to find yourself eventually in a moment where you feel the fear, feel yourself begin to do the opposite of what it is you really want to do in the moment because of the fear. You're going to move a moment ahead in time, and then suddenly you're going to realize what you did. You're going to run this technique on yourself, on the version of you that existed a moment before, 1 minute before this version of you, and suddenly you're going to find yourself clearing your fear in the moment and able to do exactly what it is you want right now. Now, as you move forward, you're going to begin to remember, we'll give you this other piece as well, that you can access versions of yourself that exist in what you're calling your future moments who've already finished this exercise. And you can call upon those future versions of yourself for assistance in magnifying the unconditional love transmissions to the versions of you that are feeling more stuck in their trauma and afraid that either exist right now or exist in what you're perceiving to be your past. Don't follow this with your minds, all of you, all right? Don't make this a mental game. Begin to really view this game from a multi-dimensional perspective that you have access to all versions of you, past, present, and future. And you can either work with a version that needs more love or call upon another version of you that has already achieved that which feels impossible to you right now. So this is the way we want you to start viewing time travel. Traveling back and forth, ahead and back to different aspects of yourself. And as you begin to play this game with yourself, you're going to find yourselves operating more and more fully as whole beings right now in the present, which is then going to enable you to more quickly affect the changes you wish to see in your personal physical reality as you operate from the fifth dimensional perspective now in your first chakras. This is Yeshua. Just a final transmission here right now of love from us to you as we acknowledge each and every one of you, your light, your beauty, your bravery in being willing to play this game.